12:33, TSN 690, Game Points with Matthew Ross. We're here till the top of the hour. Jeff Erickson coming up from rotowire.com for fantasy football. That's in our next segment. Right now, though, we'll welcome in our next guest. You can catch him on SportsRageTV.com, Sports Rage on Twitter, FantasySportsNetwork.com, weekdays for his program, the Fight Network for MMA Meltdown, and about 7 other places. It's Gabriel Morency. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing tonight?
I'm good. Very good. You? What are you up to?
As you just stated, very, very busy, man. I don't even remember what time my shows are on anymore. It seems like I've been on so much recently, but big week. We got Tito Ortiz on tomorrow on MMA Meltdown. One of the pioneers of new school mixed martial arts and the UFC. It wasn't in the UFC 1 era, but in the when the UFC sort of morphed into the arenas and fighters became stars and stuff like that. So we got a big name on tomorrow's program on the Fight Network.
Very cool. Now, last week we talked about Ray Rice, Roger Goodell. Seems like a few more things have happened NFL related. It's unbelievable. This time around, it's the Adrian Peterson mess. Of course, the Greg Hardy situation currently ongoing with Carolina. The guy gets convicted, plays week 1. They pull him last second for week 2. Anheuser-Busch coming out and warning the NFL to get their act together, which is, to me, very transparent so that their critics don't bother them about staying with the NFL. Your thoughts on what's happening now?
Well, I'm expecting a press release from the Shah of Iran any moment condemning the National Football League. Everybody else is piling on right now. And it's comical, these corporations that are just sort of trying to distance themselves, but without really doing anything about it. And no one's ever, McDonald's didn't say we're threatening to take our sponsorship away. Visa didn't say we're threatening to take our sponsorship away, and Budweiser didn't. How many domestic abuse incidences happen because of alcohol? And I'm sure along the way, Budweiser has been consumed more than a couple of arrests. So those Budweiser, I'd probably be careful about. Just shut up. Don't say anything. Was anybody pointing the finger at Budweiser? No. So Budweiser, if anything, just gets negative attention by this because so many people are actually pointing out the fact that people drink beer and then, commit violent acts after the fact. And it's hard to deny that alcohol leads people to do stupid things. And, now Nike. Nike pulls his jerseys, huge statement. How about you pay your kids more than 8 cents an hour to make your shoes? Than actually, real bold Nike. Like, oh, yeah, you guys, now I forget all about your human rights abuses because you pulled Adrian Peterson jerseys from the shelves of one store in Minneapolis. Whoa, wow. You guys are just great. So these corporations that try to, think that somehow they come out looking clean in this is almost comical, but it's out of control right now. It really is. It's just out of control. We're going into week 3 right now. I thought, and I'm sure the NFL thought, once the games start, it'll go away. And that's what Roger Goodell thought. Once the games start, it'll go away. It's not going away. It just continues to get worse. They keep on digging deeper holes for themselves with every move that they make. They remind me of myself. That's why I've been so bang on with this the whole time. As a degenerate gambler, I've done a lot of dumb things and chased things and loaded up on games that I shouldn't have. And when I should have zigged, I zagged. And when I should have zagged, I zigged. And every move that Roger Goodell and the National Football League makes is a wrong one. And the owners aren't far behind. And I was on OTR yesterday, and I brought it up that, Roger Goodell is mismanaging this. But the NFL Players Association, where the hell are they? Where's DeMaurice Smith, the head of the NFLPA? No one even knows his name. Well, why? Of course you don't know his name because the guy hides in the background like a coward. Roger Goodell can't babysit every player in the National Football League. And, I'm not a big Roger Goodell fan, and I think he's mismanaged a lot of this. He screwed up the Ray Rice thing, obviously, and there was a domino effect. If he didn't mismanage that, none of this would be happening right now. If Rice just would have been gone for half a season, nobody would even cared about the videotape after the fact. But where's the NFL Players Association saying, We're embarrassed by our players' conduct. It's out of control. And we're telling our players that, if you got a real grievance with the league, we've got your back. But we don't automatically have your back when you commit these acts. But behind the scenes, the NFLPA is arguing that Greg Hardy should be playing. They're fighting for Ray Rice behind the scenes. They're not fighting for Adrian Peterson's kid. They don't give a crap about Adrian Peterson's kid. And truth be told, neither does the media. I told you guys this last week. Everyone's concerned about Janae Palmer. They don't give a crap about Janae Palmer. For one reason or another, Ray Rice just became the it guy. He was the guy. Let's vilify him. Let's kick him out of the league forever. And never mind the fact that there's dozens of other guys that have done the exact same thing as Ray Rice. But we saw a videotape of it. And right now, everybody's talking about Adrian Peterson in the NFL. What about his actual kids? Why don't people talk about the fact that Adrian Peterson, with all of his money, should spend $3.99 and buy some freaking condoms? Stop impregnating women, Adrian Peterson. You're a crappy father. You're a crappy father. How many kids does this guy have anyways? The kid died last year that he wasn't taking care of in North Dakota. And he beats this kid. And now there's reports, there's another kid that's got a facial scar because of Adrian Peterson. How many kids does this guy have? If you want to have kids, at least freaking take care of them. It sounds like these kids visit them, but nobody cares about the kid. People care about their fantasy football team and when's AP coming back. It's sickening. It's a mob mentality right now, and it's hard to want to watch this league and actually cheer for these players, but. Not all the players in the NFL are scumbags. Some of them are. Not all of them are. I don't think Matt Ryan is beating anybody up. I don't think Matt Ryan is whipping his kid in the whoop-ass closet. Like Adrian Peterson, people want to discount this. And this is another thing that gets me fired up. People are so full of crap. They're all so concerned and upset about Ray Rice, but no one really cares about the kid that much. Adrian Peterson, there's less rage for some reason about AP. It's almost like a debate. Well, is it okay to hit your kid? The fact is, he isn't just hitting his kids. And we saw the text messages that just came out a couple of hours ago, in which basically, he's got like 7 kids with 7 different women or whatever. So it's hard to keep up. But he sent a text message with a picture with his kid all busted up in the face. And he said, he hurt himself. He fell on the car seat. And the mother responded, what do you mean he fell on the car seat? And she said, did you whoop him? And he said, yes, but he deserved it. Adrian Peterson has a freaking problem. He should lose custody of his children. I don't give a crap whether he plays in the National Football League. It is what it is. We're going to start moralizing about every sport. We're not going to watch sports anymore. I don't really care if he plays in the NFL. I'd be more concerned if this guy actually has access to children. He shouldn't be around children. I don't care if he wants to play with a bunch of other thugs on Sundays. Adrian Peterson shouldn't be around children anymore.
He is Gabriel Morency here on TSN 690 talking some football. Mo?
Gab, when you look at Roger Goodell, of course, we all agree he's definitely taking a hit with his PR. Do you think he'll still be the commissioner of the NFL within the next 2 years?
I thought that he was pretty much untouchable, and he thought he was untouchable. But this isn't going away, and it's getting worse. But he's going to survive this, Mo, only because the only people that are kind of bigger scumbags than NFL players are NFL owners. Daniel Snyder. Daniel Snyder's the happiest guy in America right now because no one cares about the Redskin name suddenly. Remember before the season started?
Right.
Big issue with the Redskins name. So whatever. No one cares about the Redskin name. Jerry Jones. Dan Snyder defends him. Jerry Jones defends him. Jerry Jones is hanging around in bathroom stalls with 18-year-old girls. It's a real class act, stepping up and defending him. They're all just lowlifes, man. If you dig down deeper, the Minnesota Viking owner, guy doesn't even show up to the press conference. He makes poor Coach Zimmer go out there. You got that scumbag Harbaugh in San Francisco that acts like he's holier than thou. And it's disappointing, though, because, listen, for what I do, scandal's good, and I'm pretty good at scandal as well. But the fact is, we're into week 3 now, and people should be talking about Darren Sproles and, how this guy suddenly looks like Barry Sanders out there. Or the Buffalo Bills' great start. And, we're not talking about it, which is becoming a major problem, I think, if you're the NFL. Because, like I said, it's not going away. And, who doesn't think that Harvey Levin is just sitting on, 15 or 20 other bombs.
TMZ, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
But hold on, you mentioned Buffalo. I know I believe you're a Bills fan, right? They're 2-0. Give me. Are they for real? Or I have San Diego this week. A lot of people love San Diego on the road. Are they for real?
Oh, yeah, the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, I've been a diehard Bill fan of all the sports teams. Of all the leagues, I'm a bigger Bill fan than anybody else. Probably with Michigan a close second. But, especially with the Expos being gone. But, yeah, I've always been a diehard Bill fan my entire life. And, this team actually is for real. And from a football standpoint, it's kind of a good thing in a sense because of all this controversy. Because normally the ESPNs of the world and everybody would be talking about, the Buffalo Bills, and then the pressure would start to build. Nobody cares about the Bills, because of all this other stuff that's going on. So they can just sort of fly under the radar. But, the odds makers know how good the Bills are, Matt, obviously. Listen, this game opened up. Buffalo was a 1-point favorite, all right? It opened up as a 1-point favorite. And within about 18 hours, the Buffalo Bills were 2.5-point favorites. And I'll tell you something right now. It's not people that are playing $10 Miso Jeu tickets on Sunday night that are moving point spreads. This is when the heavy hitters step up and in. When people talk about line movement, the line movement happens on Sunday night when the lines are released. When the wise guys in Vegas are walking up to the window and betting $10,000 on a football game that's 7 days away. Because, hey, I'm not betting a week away, so I'm not saying I'm one of these guys either. I don't have that type of bankroll. But, the money moves. So the public's not really informed on the Bills, but the sharps are, the wise guys are. I'm in the Las Vegas, formerly the Las Vegas Hilton. Now it's the Westgate. But anyways, it's a big football contest, $750,000 to the winner. And, you pick 5 NFL games every week. And I'm part of 2 teams in this contest this year. And last week, the Buffalo Bills are one of the most selected teams. And it's $1,500 entry fee in this contest. So it's pretty much a wise guy and big time type of high roller deal. And everybody's on the Bills. Sharps understand. The Bills are a hungry football team. I was concerned that they weren't going to be able to stop the run without Kiko Alonso. He played so well last year as a rookie. He gets hurt. He hasn't played a down of football with him. But, the Bills have probably the best defensive line in all of football. They got the best front four in football. The Corey Graham, his veteran presence in the backfield has just meant the world of difference. Moving Aaron Williams to safety has been huge. They're a hungry team. They swarm to the ball. Offensively, they have so much speed. Sammy Watkins had a nice game, but Spiller returning kicks right now. Robert Woods is a solid, possession type of wide receiver. Fred Jackson's one of the most underrated players in the league. They're just gelling. They're almost like the Edmonton Oilers, the Buffalo Bills. They've been stockpiling good players for years. They've been stockpiling speed and talent for years, but it just never has come together. The same with the Oilers. And it's sort of it's coming together for the Bills right now. And it's ironic because on the Friday before the first game of the season, the head coach Marone and the general manager nearly got into a fist fight. And Marone was overheard saying, "Just fire me freaking right now." And, the players rallied. They're a hungry football team, and they're going to beat the San Diego Chargers on Sunday. And I think this is the year the Bills are going to make the playoffs. E.J. Manuel has looked good in the first 2 weeks. No reason that he doesn't get better on a weekly basis as Watkins gets better on a weekly basis. The Bills are the real deal.
He is Gabriel Morency, SportsRageTV.com, Sports Rage on Twitter, FantasySportsNetwork.com weekday afternoons, and, of course, the Fight Network and MMA Meltdown. Thanks a lot, man.
Hey, always a pleasure, guys.